Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because right now I'm about to listen to snippets of all of the songs that remain in contention for Lithuania with regards to the upcoming edition of the ESC, which, as we all know, will take place this May in Liverpool in the UK on behalf of current champions Ukraine. I have some information in front of me to make sure I don't forget anything too important. I want to stress that this is not a first time reaction at all. We've already had 2 shows in the Lithuanian selection. The reason I am filming this video is because I had a comment on my Iceland related video very recently. Somebody said, are you going to film a reaction to the Lithuanian songs? And initially I said to myself no, because usually if we have national final songs released in stages rather than all at once, I tend to not do a reaction to those songs. I just talk about my favourites in a What We Know So Far video as and when. But then I thought about it again and I said to myself, yeah, why not? I'll talk a little bit about the Lithuanian songs that do remain in contention, of which there are 20. I've got a video loaded up which is somebody's ranking of the songs that are left, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts. But I just wanted to make it very, very clear that unlike other videos in this manner, this is not a first time reaction. I am familiar with these tracks, and I would say that there's maybe about 3 or 4 that could genuinely win the competition. The rest I'm not sure have much of a chance. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested, especially if you are from Lithuania, and there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. One of the links is to the Instagram page I co-run with my good friend at rajc.esc. We've been posting favourites and artists to watch for weeks and weeks and weeks now. Take a look if you want to. Hopefully we're going to get up an Iceland-related post, a Lithuania-related post, and a Czech Republic-related post within the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that if you are at all interested. So, the video I'm about to watch has been uploaded by Kale Project. Shout out to them. This is their top 30. It is a video that's nearly 8 minutes long. It says here that the Lithuanian national selection is known as Pabandom iš Naujo, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, but it roughly translates as let's try again. The first 2 shows are over and done with, and interestingly, we know the results of those 2 shows. With a lot of national finals, we haven't got a clue. For example, in MGP, we don't know who won each of the 3 shows we've had so far. It's a mystery. We may never know. But with Lithuania, we've got a pretty good idea as to which songs, which artists are the frontrunners already, which is interesting. The first semi-finals on February the 4th, so coming up very soon. Then we have another show on February the 11th, before the final on February the 18th. Lithuania debuted in 1994 and finished last. Their best result, remarkably to date, remains We Are the Winners by LT United in 2006. Last year, Monica Liu finished in mid-table. The Roop, the year before that, finished in the top 10. In my personal opinion, I do think Lithuania are gearing up for their first Eurovision victory. I would say the quality as a whole in this year's national final is okay, but not outstanding. There's a few songs that could do the business at Eurovision, but also there's a lot of songs here that I don't think are particularly strong enough. Anyway, I'm going to go through the results as well alongside this video, and I am going to make a few notes because I do need to decide my top 3 favourites for the Instagram post that will be going up very soon. In terms of the songs that are out already, Aiste, who has tried about 11 times now to represent Lithuania. She is the female Lithuanian Marcus Riva. Her song just wasn't up to scratch. It was very disappointing. Multics, their song London, which had the British flag on the backdrop, that wasn't too bad, but it's out. Justin 3 with Not Giving Up, that was okay. Victoria Faith, I wanted a bit more from her. If You Ever Miss Me, didn't make the cut. Voldemars Petersons, who finished 3rd, was it? Last year or the year before. he is also out at the first stage, although his song was perfectly fine. So, let's go through this video. Kale Project, like I said, has uploaded it. Actually, this is all of the songs. It's not top 20, it's top 30. I've only just noticed that. So, here is my not first reaction to the Lithuanian contenders. Here we go. Come on. Yes. Straight into it. Okay, their number 30 is Destiny's Child by Naujo. It's a guy in a pink suit. Yeah, this is not quite working. It feels a tad messy. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his voice, but he is through, and he did quite well in the public vote in the first heat. He went through in 6th place. Yes, indeed. Not sure he'll make the final, though. Yeah, that was a bit of a messy performance. Next is Song of Whispers by Melona. Yeah, we've got two interesting backing vocalists here with this performance. It's quite low-key, wearing glasses. These are very short snippets, but like I said, I have heard the songs already. The vocals aren't great, it must be said, and Melona is out. 0 points from the jury, 0 points from the public. Yeah, very forgettable. Next is Justa Rubezute with When I'll Find, and she is out as well. This feels more junior Eurovision in style, I won't lie. It's sort of pop with hints of country, it's quite bouncy, it's quite fun. But it's also really quite plain and bringing nothing new to the table. Next is the band whose name I can't pronounce. Antikvarinie Kashpirovskiodantis, which does translate as something quite bizarre. The song is Siedi ir Vajwoji, and they just made the cut from the second heat. It is a jokey entry. They're in colourful, sparkly outfits. They're just sort of hooting along. It's silly but catchy, and to be honest, I can tolerate this. But it is quite obviously not the best choice, and it stands no chance of winning. Next is Il Senso with Sparnai, or Sparne, and they are through, did okay with the public, not so well with the juries in Heat 1. Every now and then we do get a song like this, don't we? This sort of old-fashioned, classical type number. Okay vocals, but it is forgettable. Very plainly staged, as you would imagine. Not really doing anything for me. Next is a song that I really don't mind, actually. It is Rumour by Moonbee, who coming into the Lithuanian selection was a name that I was interested in because I'd heard one or two of her previous songs. And in fact, on the Instagram page I co-run with my friend, we put Moonbee down as an artist to watch for Lithuania. She is through with 8 points from Heat 2. She's in blue trousers. There's a chair, a plant, a lampshade. You know what, this isn't bad, but I just feel as though it's not quite coming together as well as it should. It's got a thumping drum beat. I don't mind her voice. I'm not sure the staging is really bang on the money here. It's a hard one to judge. I really don't mind it. I feel as though I need to listen to it again. But it's one of the best ones so far. Next, Justin 3 featuring DJ August Wino with Not Giving Up. Now, this is a song I said that I didn't mind. It is out. eliminated in the first show. It's very plain. There's a saxophone here, which is a nice addition. If anything, we need more of that. Don't really like the staging. It feels a bit awkward. And again, it's not really bringing anything new to the table. But it's alright. Next is Aiste with We're Not Running. And she is out. Missing out from the first show on January the 21st. This is so disappointing, you know. She's capable of much better than this. It's a bit of a cheesy ballad. Purple lighting. Plain dress. Oh man, it feels like such a half-hearted effort. I've got to be honest. Thoroughly disappointing. Next, Alan Chico, Do You. Now this is in the next round. And it did quite well. Third place in Heat 1. Very interesting musician. It's very relaxing. Not a fan of the outfit, but that matters little. That is a wig, isn't it? I'm not sure what the throne is all about. Haven't seen the whole performance. I don't mind it. It's quite chilled out, but again, there's better options here for Lithuania. Valdemars Petersons with Things. With his little guitar. Yeah, a bit of a rock number. Again, it feels very middle of the road. It's not really standing out much from the field, so I can understand why it's out. Yeah, not his best. Next, the Pixels with Shout, which again I'm sure I'm mispronouncing. This finished last in Heat 2. It's a sort of heavy rock number. It's a replacement entry, yes it is. Now I don't mind this style of music, but this is doing nothing for me. Doesn't live long in the memory, unfortunately. Not enough of a hook. Not much to grip onto, that sort of business. WI with You Can Not. This was last in the first heat. Saxophone. Yeah, this feels fairly polished actually. It's not a bad stage show. It's not a bad track. But I can absolutely understand why nobody really went big for this. How many people voted for it? 162 votes. That's so disappointing. It's not a bad track, but I get why it didn't go through. Next is Paradise by Lukne. Purple dress. It's got a bit of momentum, this one has. Feels quite uplifting, a little bit of power. But at the same time, it's not quite hitting the heights that it needs to really make much of an impression. This just went through from Heat 1. Yeah, I've not written anything down yet. This is okay. The lyrics, so-so, but this is not bad. This is Donata with Dreamer. And she went through from Heat 2, 5 points the other day. Again, uplifting. Has a hint of country to it, I would say. Looks quite confident singing this. It's very pleasant. But if we had this at Eurovision, I think a lot of people would be very disappointed because it's not exactly breathtaking stuff. Next is Baiba, or Baiba, with When the Lights Go Out. This went through from Heat 1. The juries liked it a lot more than the public. Oh yeah. I forgot about this one. It's a bit dated. A gentle ballad. Doesn't really go anywhere. Doesn't make much of an impression. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but we've got to move on. Next. This is interesting. This is not bad. This is Where the hell is he? This is Matas Lenktis with Midnight Train. Matt Len. This finished 4th in Heat 2 the other day. This has an ominous chant, almost cult-like vibe to it. Really not bad. This person has said it's like a spaghetti western kind of song, which I can sort of get on board with. Yeah. Bang that drum. This is really interesting. I feel as though they need to elevate the stage concept, and the vocals maybe need to be a bit stronger. But this is fairly good. It's not going to represent Lithuania in Liverpool, but I like the idea of it. You know, it's something a little different. It's just not hitting the heights it needs to. Next is Agnie with New Start, and this went through from Heat 2 in 6th place. It was the second favourite with the Lithuanian public. The juries gave it nothing. It's a classical ballad. Da, 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 da. Great singer. But it leaves me a bit cold. Warm lighting, nice voice. Doesn't live long in the memory. And I'm surprised it did so well with the Lithuanian public. Next, If You Ever Miss Me, Victoria Faith. Now this is fine, but again, it's absolutely understandable how this song is already out of contention. She's a good singer. She's tried before. Beautiful woman. But it's so plain. And I think people just don't really want that. It seems that Lithuania don't want that at all this year. So it's out. It finished 12th in Heat 2. Next. Mario Younes with Do What You Do, 3rd in Heat 2. Did well with the jury, not so bad with the public. It's very casual, I would say, in terms of his attire and his movements. This sound. Yeah. It is fairly current. Needs to be more on stage, I feel like. It's very bare at the moment, and as such, doesn't live long in the memory. But this might make it through to the final. Next is Juste Kraujeliite with Need More Fun, and this was a jury favourite in Heat 1, but the public weren't so keen. Yeah, it's sort of pop, feels a bit summery. Don't really like the outfits, don't really like the colour scheme. Yeah, it's sort of old school pop, you know. For some reason it feels a tad nostalgic. Bit of choreography there at the end of that clip. Can't say I'm a huge fan, but the juries like it. Next, London by Multics. Yeah. Bit of Britpop, I suppose. Although it feels more rock than pop, actually. This is not bad. It's a shame it's missed out, actually. It finished 13th in Heat 1. Yeah. Not too bad. Next is the potential winner. Rutemur with So Low. This is a big throwback. It's very 80s. You've got the synth sounds in there. The vocals are brilliant. They really are. The falsetto is very nice. This won Heat 1. 12 points from the public, 12 points from the jury. It's looking very, very good. I don't think this is the best choice for Lithuania. I really don't. But it's a really nice song, and the vocals are impressing me a great deal. You've got somebody skating past. They're in a cowboy hat. I don't know. It's one of those songs that is hard to stage right. Imagine this on that stage in Liverpool. How are you going to make this stand out from the field enough so people vote for it? I don't know. I really don't mind it. I will write Rooter down because it is one of the better songs. But I'm not loving it as much as some people, and I'm not sure that's the best pick. Next. Oh. Vacuum by Joseph June. This went through from Heat 1 in 8th place. Yeah, this is quite an unusual track. And I'm not much of a fan. Gotta be honest, not much of a fan at all. Feels a bit awkward to me for some reason. I think that might be the intention, the way it's presented on stage. But I'm not much of a fan. Next, Šauksmas, Gabrielius Vangelis. It's high time this guy went to Eurovision. 2nd in Heat 1, did well with the public, okay with the juries, who will probably kill his chances. This is nice. This is nice. Yeah, you can relax to this one. Great singer. He really does have a smashing voice. As this comment says here, it does feel quite polished, quite professional. You've got the cello there in the back. It's a lovely track. And I feel as though he's going to keep trying year after year after year until he eventually wins the national final. It is a contender, but I think it might come up short. Next is another song that should be challenging for the win, but based on the result in Heat 1, will probably finish nowhere. It is Paulina Paukštaitė with Let Me Think About Me, which finished in 5th place. This is good. Straight up pop, alone on stage, but she is owning it. I like the strobe light effects that we have at some point. She looks good, sounds good. It's catchy, it feels current, could do well at the ESC. I'm going to write her down because that is one of the best songs. But based on what we know so far, Lithuania definitely aren't picking it. It's good though. Yeah. IT is next. This is out with Shinau Tai 2. Very, very interesting makeup and outfit in general here. Feels a bit avant-garde, almost Björk-esque in the way it sounds. The comment here says visually it's what does it say here? Visually it's mesmerising and engaging. I guess it is. But also, I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. I like the look, and clearly it's trying to be quite artistic, but it came up short. Monica with Stay, the 2015 representative, one half of that duo in Vienna. This is Stay, and it finished 2nd in Heat 2, did well with the jury, did okay with the public. It is a contender to win the whole thing. Great singer, lovely outfit. I don't know. It's just lacking something a little extra for me. How many times have I said this in previous reaction type videos? How it's just lacking a little bit of magic for me. That's the case with this particular track. It's just missing something. But it is one of the better songs in the selection, so I'm writing it down. Saw Your Ghost is next. We've only got a few left, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gebrasi, or Gebrasi. Now, he finished nowhere with the Lithuanian public. They do not like this one very much. But he did okay with the juries. He's gone through in 8th place from Heat 2. Yeah, he's a good musician. Visually, I think this looks good. But again, it's just lacking a little something extra. Still, 0 points from the public is very harsh. It's not that bad. Not that bad at all. But it's not his strongest effort. Next, the potential winner, along with Rooter. This is Like a Movie by Beatrice, or Beatric. 12 from the jury, 12 from the Lithuanian public, the winner of Heat 2. This is pop rock, very throwback. What is impressing me here is the confidence. This looks like somebody who is ready for Eurovision. No nerves, no worries, coming out on that stage, owning it, doing a great job. It's energetic. Everything's working really well here. And I had a feeling she'd do very well because I believe she's a big star in Lithuania. Or so I've read in the past. Yeah, it's good stuff. Catchy as well. Really catchy. And then Petunia with Love of My Life, which is not winning, even though it is exactly the sort of song that would do very well at Eurovision. It's a great ballad, great singer. This did well with the juries, but the Lithuanian public, for some reason that is beyond me, almost blanked this. They gave it just 2 points. It is through in 5th place from Heat 2. Red dress, lamp in the background, minimal lighting, playing the piano. It is a very touching ballad. Very moving, as this comment says. Oh yeah, this is great. This would do very well in pretty much every national final across the continent. Really, really nice job. But it's not winning. For some reason, Lithuanians weren't so keen. So I've written down 5 tracks, which isn't many, but there we are. I've written down Ruta with So Low. I don't know. It's a hard one, that, because I feel as though more people will love it. For example, if it wins the national final, I think people will only start to love it right before Eurovision comes around. It'll be a slow burner. I've also written down Paulina. That song should challenge for the win, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Monica, it's fine. It is one of the best songs, but it's leaving me a little bit indifferent at the same time. Petunia is great, but it's not winning. And then Beatrice, or Beatrice. That is my favourite, ladies and gentlemen. Like a movie for Lithuania. Thank you very much. And I will leave this video there because I've been talking for nearly half an hour. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, on the Lithuanian contenders. I have a favourite. I will decide my other favourites as well in the near future, and there will be an Instagram post relating to it very soon as well, including my friends' top 3. Until next time, which will probably be tomorrow for the allocation draw, but there's so many things happening this week. It really is jam-packed. We really are getting into the thick of it now with Eurovision 2023 related content. I'll be back soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.